All right, everyone. So I hope that brain pop video worked for you, and I hope that watching that brain pop video sort of helped you summarize and understand more about what tone and mood in literature is. So just remember, as you work through the rest of this Nearpod and the assignments you're going to do tomorrow, just remember that tone is basically how does the author or the narrator in a story or a book or text or passage, how do they sound? What are the words or dialogue or anything in a book or a video or anything that we're going to watch today? How does the author sound? How do the characters sound? What are they feeling? Now, mood, which is what we just learned today, remember, mood is basically what the overall feeling of the story is. What is the overall atmosphere? And you have to ask yourself, how do I feel as I watch this video? Or how do I feel as I read this book? So just remember, the tone is about how the author or the narrator sounds, and mood is how the reader or us or yourself feels as you watch or read something. So we're going to look more at tone and mood today. And to do that, we're going to be watching some videos. And we're going to be analyzing the mood and tone of videos. And we're going to be talking about, so do you remember what we talked about last week with visual and multimedia elements? And how visual and multimedia elements can add to the meaning, the tone, and the mood of a story? So just think back to yesterday and remember that visual elements are like the pictures, drawings, diagrams, any of that are included in a story or in a video that helps to convey the meaning or the mood or the tone of the story. It helps add to it. And last week we looked at pictures and how those pictures, you could look like at the facial expressions of the characters. We could look to see if the colors in the picture were bright or if they were darker, like the Creepy Carrots book we read. We saw with the visual elements, that was like a black and white picture and it was more darker, and that helped to create a scarier tone. It helped to show that the main character in that book was scared. And then multimedia elements, which we didn't look too much into. We just looked at visual elements mainly last week. But today we're going to be looking more into multimedia elements, which is audio and videos and sound effects that are included. Usually with multimedia elements, you're going to have videos, and we can look at those videos and the sound effects and the music in those videos. And we can look to see how they add to the tone, the mood, and the meaning of a video or a story. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be watching two movie commercials. They're also called movie trailers. We're going to be watching them, and we're going to look to see what the tone and the mood of those trailers are. So as we watch this first video, I'm going to play it for you, and we're going to watch it together. As we watch this first trailer, I want you to think about what are some of the multimedia elements we're seeing in this video. So what are the colors that the creator of this video are using? What sound effects are they using? What music are they using? Look at the characters' expressions. Think about how that is affecting or adding to the tone and mood of this video. So we're going to play this first video, and then we're going to talk about some of the things we noticed in this video. So let's play it now.
In Arendel's fair kingdom, a ruler did appear, born with a secret power so great, alone she stayed in fear.
Get it together, control it.
Although the force was hidden, one day she let it go.
Elsa!
Sorcery. And all the land was covered in eternal ice and snow.
It's completely frozen.
Please, just stay away! Elsa! I'll bring her back and I'll make this right.
So you're not scared?
She's my sister. She would never hurt me.
Yeah, I bet she's the nicest person ever. Huh? Am I right? No. Hi. You're creepy. Whoa!
I don't want it.
Whoa, back at you.
Ew, the body.
Hi, everyone. I'm Olaf.
Did Elsa build you?
Yeah, why? We need Elsa to bring back summer.
Olaf!
Now I'm perfect.
Almost.
Oh, woo! Hedra.
So cute. He's like a little baby unicorn.
Heads up!
It's not nice to throat snow people.
Whoa, Feisty Pants. Your hair is turning white.
Does it look bad?
No, you hesitated. No, I didn't. Yeah! Wolves. I got this.
But I want to help.
Whoa! Now we just have to survive this blizzard!
That's no blizzard. That's my sister. For the first time in forever, I'm dreaming of.
If we don't do something soon, we'll all freeze to death. Stop the winter, please.
Don't you see? I can't. You know it all ends tomorrow, so it has to be today.
Let's go bring back summer!
I'm not leaving without you, Elsa. For the first time. Olaf, you're melting.
Some people are worth melting for. You're just maybe not right this second.
Nothing's in my way.
Hang in there, guys!
All right, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed that little Frozen trailer. I'm sure most of you have probably seen Frozen. If you haven't, you might want to check it out. It's a good movie. All right, so let's talk about some of the things that we should have seen in the video, some of the multimedia elements that help to influence the tone and the mood of this video. So think to yourself for a second. I want you to stop and think for a second. What do you think the tone of this video was? So think back to what tone is. The tone is basically how does the author or the narrator sound in the story you're reading or the video you're watching. So think for a second. I'm gonna give you a second. Think in your head, what do you think the tone of this video would be? All right, so some of you might have come up with some different ideas for what you think the tone was. And sometimes with books and with movie trailers or with stories, we can have several tones in our whatever we're watching or whatever we're reading. And that's okay as long as as you work on these activities tomorrow and stuff, you're going to be watching some more trailers. When I ask you to tell me what the tone is, as long as you can provide evidence from the video to help explain why you think a certain tone for that movie or passage was, it's going to be right, as long as you can back it up. Because I noticed several different tones in this video. I don't know about you, but at the very beginning, we heard our narrator was speaking, and he was talking about, if you don't know, the main character in this movie is Elsa. And here at the very beginning, he was talking about
Born
how
with a secret power so great, alone she stayed in fear.
So he's talking about how Elsa had this great power, but she let it go, and now the whole land that used to be peaceful is now covered in ice and snow. So the tone that the narrator is giving off there is a very serious tone. He's describing these events that have happened and how it's almost like destroyed this land that used to be bright and warm, and now it's covered in snow. So you could say at the very beginning, based on the narrator's words there, that the tone was very serious at the beginning. And then you can see maybe as we got towards the end where you saw the words popping up, where you can see on my screen that little clip there. It says, experience the greatest Disney animated event of all time. It talked about it's the most powerful story and the most powerful family. And it talks about, experience the magic and the music. So that gives off a tone of like excited and like happy and like this is awesome. So that gives off that tone there. If you looked at the tone from maybe you were looking at Anna, if you didn't know, the sister with the red hair and the braids, if you don't know who Anna is, if you haven't seen Frozen, the sister Anna, if you looked at it from how she was telling the story or how she was narrating the story in this video, she almost seemed kind of serious, right? Like determined. She sounded determined to go help her sister and to go save her sister and save her kingdom, right? So there could be different tones there. And the multimedia element, which was the videos and the pictures and the sound effects, helped to contribute to that tone as well. So you saw, like, back in this part of the video when we were seeing those words pop up again, where it was like from the creators Tangle, but this one where it was like experience, the greatest Disney animated event. Listen to the music that's playing during that part. So you hear that more upbeat music and that the brighter images that are in that video. All of that helps to convey that tone at that part of the video that the narrator is, how he sounds or she sounds, the narrator, with those words in the video, how they sound as they're trying to convince us to go see this movie. They have bright music playing, bright pictures. There's all these awesome images on the screen of these cool scenes from the movie. So there's several different tones there, and I'll go ahead and tell you a hint for discovering the tone and the mood in these videos. Always listen to the music in videos. Music has a great impact on the tone and mood of a video. So darker, scarier music can give off a scary tone or mood in a video, and then like bright and happy music can give off a more positive or upbeat or happy tone, right? And mood. So always pay attention to two things. So we talked about the music. Always pay attention to what kind of music and sound effects are happening. Is there people laughing? Is it upbeat, happy music? Is it bright, light music? Or is it darker? And that leads into the other thing you can look at. Look at the pictures, those visual elements that's in the video. Are we seeing pictures with lots of bright colors? Are we seeing darker pictures, very blank or like black and white and gray colors? That can often give off a more either serious or scary tone. So before we move on to the next clip, I want to ask, what do you think the mood of this video was? So remember, mood is basically how is the overall feeling of this video? How did you feel as you watched this video? So as I watched the video, I don't know about you, I was kind of laughing at parts because the characters were telling some jokes. It was a lot of upbeat music, especially towards the end. There was a lot of happy, upbeat music there. There was the snowman character, Olaf. He was telling lots of jokes. So I felt overall happy in this video. So I would say that the overall mood of this video was that it's a happy, upbeat video. Now we're going to look at another trailer. So again, as we watch this trailer, think about what multimedia and visual elements are helping to add to the tone and the mood of this video. So we're going to be looking at tone and mood as we watch this video, but I want you to think. So I'll go ahead and tell you, this is the Frozen commercial again, but there's some different visual and multimedia elements that have been added to this video, and I want you to think about how do these different visual and multimedia elements change the tone and the mood of the story. So now remember, we just talked about how the original Frozen commercial we just watched, it was upbeat. At the very beginning, the narrator was kind of serious as he talked about how Elsa almost destroyed this land. But near the end, it was upbeat. There was a lot of happy music and bright colors playing. So now I want you to take a look at this trailer. So let's go ahead and watch it now and look at how the meaning of this trailer is changed. Hold on, so I can hit the play button. My toolbar's in the way. So think about how the tone and the mood is changed with these different elements that are in the video.
Do you want to build a snowman?
What have you done?
It was an accident.
Your power will only grow. You protect her.
I don't want to hurt you. want to build a snowman?
All right, everyone. So now that you have watched a bit of a different version or a different twist on Frozen, in this next slides or the next few slides in your pod, I want you to answer some questions about what multimedia and visual elements did you see in this video? What elements did you see that helped to change the tone and the mood of this video? So first you're going to tell me in the next few slides in your pod, you're going to tell me what the tone of the video was, and you're going to tell me what the mood of the video was. And then I want you to talk about what multimedia and visual elements you saw in the video. What elements did you see that helped to change the tone and the mood of this video when compared to the very first video we watched? So I'm going to play this new video clip one more time so maybe you can think again or write down some notes about what you think the tone and the mood is. And then on the third slide after this video in your pod, you're going to talk about how the multimedia and visual elements in this video help to change the mood and the tone of Frozen when compared to that very first Frozen video we watched. So I'm going to play it one more time, and then you're going to answer those questions in your pod. Hold on, give me 1 second, everyone. Technology is not wanting to work. Here we go.
Do you want to build a snowman?
What have you done?
It was an accident.
Your power will only grow. We'll protect her.
I don't want to hurt you.
Sorcery.
Do you want to build a snowman?
All right, everyone, trying to get out of this video. Okay, so answer those questions in your pod. What was the tone? What was the mood of this video? And how did the visual and multimedia elements in this video help to change the overall tone and mood of the video when compared to this first original one we want? So go answer those questions now, and I'll see you in the next video.